Greetings and welcome. I am Flashpoint 304 the Humble, your supreme dictator. I'm here to give you a tutorial on how we're going to do jobs for this week's activity. Assisting me today are Wazoo, my governmental advisor, and Vorturlo, my sergeant-at-arms and personal body protector. So, this is Town Hall. This is where you will come to claim your job and you will come to turn in your resources. We have lots of different jobs. Everybody has to pick one. The community won't survive without everybody pulling their fair share. So I will be monitoring that. Here on the wall is the name of a job above every chest. You have to pick one of the jobs that are still available. When you select a job, you take a sign out of the chest and place it above the sign of the job with your player name on it, so we know that that job's been claimed and who to hold accountable for making sure you do your share. There's two chests for most of these. The upper chest is resources that you use to start your job, and the lower chest is what you use to place your finished products in. Those get submitted to the government. The government will take their 50% off the top and distribute the rest appropriately to how hard you worked. Socialism is different than communism in that communism everybody gets what they need, and socialism is you get what you have earned. So for animal farmers we have pig, cow, sheep, horse, wolf, and chicken. In your chest you'll find some spawn eggs, some food to get them breeding, a lead to bring in wild animals, and some repair posts to fix your fence if you break it, as well as your sign to claim your job, and 3 book and quills in order to contact your supreme dictator. So that's what all of those chests have. You'll notice that the wolf and the horse farmer do not have chests on the floor because you're not going to defeat your animals. We don't eat dog and horse meat in this kingdom. So those will be pets that the government will distribute appropriately. Over here to the vegetable farmers, you'll notice that there's potato, carrot, and wheat, and there is 3 of each. There will be 3 farmers for each type of vegetable. Again, in your chest you'll have a hoe, some soil, some seed vegetables, and some bone meal. You also again have the sign in the books. Again, place your sign above which farmer you want and make sure you note the number because it assigns your plot. When you harvest your vegetables, you put them in the chest in the floor, and again I will count them and divvy them up. Over here are some trades or crafts. We have a fisher person. Fisher has 3 rods. They fish and bring their raw fish here. We have a woodcutter who gets axes and they go out in the forest and cut wood. And we have miners, and the miners have 3 pickaxes and a fistful of torches. They go down in the mine and get ore. The cooks, we have cooks, one for chicken and fish, one for beef and pork. We have a baker, we have a tool maker, we have a smelter. All of these jobs are going to finish building their buildings first. So like the smelter is going to have furnaces and crafting chest and coal. Their building's already built. But like the tool maker and the bakers, they have building materials because their buildings are not built. So let's go out and see where they are. So these 3 buildings are the cooks and the baker. You'll notice on the front there's a sign that indicates who is what. So this building spot is for the cook who cooks chicken and fish. This one for beef and pork. And this one is for the baker. The baker doesn't have furnaces. They have a crafting table and they can craft cakes and bread from the wheat they're given. Over here is the tool maker spot. The tool maker will have crafting chests so that they can take sticks and iron that the miners mine, and they can make the hoes, axes, and different tools, pickaxes for the different jobs. This is the smelter. The smelter will receive all the ore from the different miners, and the ores will come into this box, and then they will follow the instructions and smelt iron into ingots and put them in Town Hall. Half the ore they come in to use for smelting, the other half goes to Town Hall. Any redstone they get, they use a crafting table to make redstone blocks, and anything else that ends up in your hopper you take to Town Hall. Okay, let's look at the vegetable farmers. The vegetable farmers, each one gets one of these plots. You can see this is the potato farm number 1. This is potato farm number 2. And potato farm number 3. Okay, so same thing with the carrots. Here is carrot farm number 3, 2, and 1, and wheat farm number 3, 2, and 1. So you'll have to till your dirt, seed your vegetables, and get them growing. This is where the animal farmers work. This is the corrals. Each one of these corrals is for a different breed of animal. You can see the signs here at the end of each one. Here's chickens, pigs, cows, sheep, horses, and wolves. The wolves and horses are pets and domesticated animals. We don't eat them, so don't defeat them. The other animals you'll need to defeat, take all the raw meat and all of the other resources like wool or feathers or leather back to town hall, submit them into your chest in the floor, and we'll move them forward to the cooks. So that is the animal farmers, the vegetable farmers, the craftspeople. So if you're the fisher, you have a fishing pier over here that you can utilize. You don't have to, but it's available for you. If you are the woodcutter, then you can go to any of the forests around. You can even plant trees in the wilderness if you want to try raising trees. So those are the farmers, the craftspeople. The last people we have to talk about are the miners. You'll see that there's an automated cart system. Don't get in its way. The government has gone to great expense and effort to build this system. So we have to keep it running. The cart comes from the mine. It automatically goes up and dumps its load to the smelter of all the ore, and then heads back down to the mine. So follow me down to the mine. The tiles up above the track are to keep mobs and players from stopping the cart because, as I said, it's fully automated. So let's go down the mine. There's 2 levels to this mine, an upper and a lower mine. The cart, bump the cart back. As you can see, there's a switch in the tracks. The switch going to the left goes to the upper mine. Switch it to the right, the tracks change to the lower mine. And the cart will keep going. Okay, so again, we've got protectors over the tracks. You'll see these corridors over to the left. These are where you start your mining. You can mine straight ahead. This is facing east. You can mine the walls to your right and your left if you see ore, and you can mine down. But do not mine to the west. That will cause all kinds of havoc, and the government will have to shut the mine down. So don't grief the tracks, and don't mine to the west. You can mine any of these corridors to the east. So when you collect your ore, bring them down to the loading station at the end. You'll see this chest. It says put your ore in the chest and will be automatically loaded. And the way this works is when there is ore in the chest, the cart stops and loads. Okay, you see how the ore in the chest, turn the track off, it trapped the cart, and when all of the ore that's in the chest goes into the cart will automatically send itself back up to the smelting station. And there it goes. So you don't have to do anything, just stay out of its way. So miners, you don't actually have to submit any ores. They're submitted for you, and I will know if you only mine the ores that you have, I will know how much you've done by how much the smelter gets. So that is the last job. Again, these jobs are going to be first come, first served. So come up to Town Hall, pick a job, take the resources out of the top chest, put your sign up so you claim the job, and get to work. And I'll be checking, as your Supreme Dictator, I'll be checking your resource levels daily. If you don't work, we all go hungry. Well, you all go hungry. Anyway, enjoy the activity, and we'll see you on the server.